Hey there, listen, I'm working with trying to do dual monitor thing over here, and I don't think it's exactly right, but anyway, here we go. Let me see media. Assets, all right, let me see if I can even hear myself over here. I think I can. That's why I look weird, like I'm looking at something wrong. All right, okay, well that's okay, I'll do that. Now, okay, me and this mouse are gonna fight it out. Okay, now, first thing I'm gonna do is play a little word from our sponsor, which is worldswave.com, for the people, by the people, okay? So let me do that right quick because they are our sponsors and they do cover a lot of things for us. So here we go. Here we go. There. Whoops. Is it gonna play? Whoop. There we go. I know there's a longer one that I have. Let me see if I can find it. I don't know what happened to it, really. I don't know. Lord almighty. So, okay, I'm going to be fighting this mouse the entire time because I don't think this dual thing is set up correctly. I just don't. But anyway, what is this? Okay, anyway, all right. So let's do a little applause, make sure this works. All right, there we go. I'm gonna have to turn that up. I don't think I can hear that. Can you? Okay, that works. All right, great. All right, now I'm gonna come back over here. Okay, I was gonna do this earlier, but I could not get it done. It started raining. I just had some stuff I had to do. So what I want to talk about is, let me get my. So yes, my hubby bought me this new monitor, and it's a curved monitor, and it's pretty cool, except I just don't think that my dual monitor thing is set up correctly. So, all right. Now, the one thing I want to talk about today is what happens when you are kicked off of YouTube, but yet you come back, and you're kind of doing the same thing you were doing before. Doesn't YouTube have some kind of policy against things that are dangerous? Because I'm going to tell you something. In my mind, false prophet is dangerous. It's very dangerous. So let me go back over here to where I started. Okay, Erin, you can go back and talk about Twin Flames. That's another cult that is very dangerous. And this other channel that was kicked out but now has came back to me is cult-like. Okay, so going over here. Let me do this right quick and pull it back up. I have all this stuff I found, and I wanted to talk about that today. So when I asked the lady, I said, exactly what are you preaching, right? And she came back with, hang on a second, guys. I looked it back up, and it was, here we go, H-A-M. I think I'm spelling that right. Let's see. Return. No, come on now. Search. Here we go. Okay, so she called it. Just a second. Let me pull this back up over here. I got a lot of things going on over here, but no, don't. I don't want to talk to you. No, that's okay. Here we go. So I took a picture of this, and did anybody watch yesterday the Devlin and Sebastian over on Jen the Mystic Astrologer? Okay, so and it was very, very good. Please go watch it if you get a chance. Talked a lot about Devlin. His mother Jessica was there, and you know our channel supports Devlin. Okay, so we're working with Lady Freedom's Raw Narratives to work on bringing things. Help finding Devlin, bringing things about Devlin to light. So anyway, so let me get this picture back up over here. I have a funny I'm going to show you as well. Now, I don't want this to be taken wrong. It is funny. I don't want any weirdos and all that kind of stuff, but okay, so she calls herself a Lori Vallow duplicate, right? That's what she called herself. So I have a little program that I can go into my laptop and merge her and Lori together. And I did. I merged them together. And would you like to see what the final production was? Now, she wanted to be a Lori duplicate. She's a Lori duplicate, and she even gets to enjoy a little bit of time with Lori's husband. So let me show y'all this video. It is funny. Just a minute, guys. Let me bring this up. I'm going to split the screen so I can bring it up right. Okay, come on now, split that. Oh boy, I need me a professional computer person over here to help me fix this problem because I don't know how to set it up actually. All right, so there's that. Now, I'm going to go here and I'm going to pull up my, not that, on my pictures. Okay, that needs to go away. Oops, okay. All right, let me pull this back up right quick. Now, when you see this, listen, I don't mean anything. It's just a funny little it's just a funny little video that I made. I just don't want it to be presented the wrong way. But I do expect you to laugh. Hang on just a second, I'll pull it back up. Oh my God. Let me go find it. Okay. Come on, video. It's a little video I made. Let me pull it back up here a minute. Hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. Hope you all have plans for Thanksgiving. We're going to go out of town, and I'm looking forward to seeing family. I am, but you know, we're going to go. I'm going to go the second day. My husband's going to go the first day. Anyway, so let me find Lori the duplicate. Hang on a minute. I have to use the laptop to type on, but we're looking at it on this other screen. Okay. Where is my little thing? I gotta find. Oops, I forgot I'm showing my whole self over there. Okay, where is my pictures? Come on. All right. It's a video. There we go. Okay, let's see. You know, I really like to have this stuff kind of. Oh, wait a minute. I think I put it on YouTube, but just never. Here, let me get this. Oop, I'm showing my whole up again. I keep forgetting that the camera's over here and this is over here. Oh, okay. So let me pull up YouTube and I'll show y'all. I put it on YouTube, but I never put it out. So yeah. Anyway, come on, little mouse. Oops. All right. Here we go. Come on. Here we go. Let's go to my channel. Go to my uploads. Because I have it turned off or people can't look at it because it's kind of a, you know, it's kind of a, what's the word I want to use? Kind of yucky, but not really. But yes, really. It is kind of really, anyway. I got to find it right quick. Oh, what happened to that? Why is it I can never find anything that I made for this channel when it's time to see it on this channel? It makes me so mad at myself, but I don't see it here. Oh, it's because it's not listed. Hang on. You got to go look at it this way. Here we go. Home. I have to go over here and go. Okay. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it pulled up. Oh my God, this makes me so mad at myself because I know it's there. I'm going to go to YouTube Studio. It might be over here. Okay, it's content. Here we go. Shorts. No. I don't want to have to verify it's me. Stop that mess. Oh, I don't need these problems today. I don't want to have to confirm it's me. What in the world? Oh my God. You kidding me? Okay. Right in the middle of this, I have to confirm it's me. That is crazy. YouTube, no thank you. Please stop it. Oh God. You should know it's me. Anyway, so while I wait for this to process, again, we're going to talk about this other thing over here. So when I asked her about the religion, she told me it was, I know I'm not saying this wrong, but it was Yahash, Hamash, or something like that. I know I'm not saying it right. I'm so sorry, guys. But, no. Let's see. Here we go. I think it's this one. Jesus, why is it not coming up? Oh my God, sometimes I just want to stop and restart everything because I don't understand why we have so many problems trying to get to something I know I saved. All right. Here it is. Okay. All right, here we go. No, not that. Okay, let's see. Okay. I know I'm not spelling it right is the reason why I can't find it, but it's something, you know what I'm going to do here? While this YouTube thing processes, is because it had to verify it's me, which is now taking a long time. It's over here thinking about it. So anyway, here we go. It's just thinking about it, processing. I can't pitch it from here. I have to pitch it from over there. So I'm so sorry. Okay. Okay. Hamstacha. Okay, here. I think this is how you spell it. Copy. Okay, here we go. Okay, paste. Paste, come on. Okay, here we go. Return. All right, now, this is what I was looking for a while ago. So when I asked her exactly what religion she was trying to preach, she tells me something about Jesus something. And I was like, what in the world does that mean? So I looked it up, right? And it's the Hebrew phrase that translates to Jesus the Messiah. It's a direct declaration of Yeshua is the anointed one, and who is prophesied in the Hebrew scriptures and is considered to deliver and savior by his followers. I'm saying this completely wrong, please forgive me. Yeshua, which is Yeshua, itself is the Hebrew name for Jesus. It means salvation. While Hamsnatch, I'm sorry, it's not Hamsnatch, it's Hamshash means the Messiah. So, those two, the combined meaning is the phrase confirms to Christian belief that Jesus is the foretold anointed one who brings salvation to humanity. So now this is what she's preaching. But let me tell you a little bit else of something else about this person. She was originally booted off of YouTube before. So I thought to myself, why is she still, come on, man. Oh boy, look, it doesn't want to pull back up. Why is she still on YouTube? I don't understand that. That makes no sense at all. Why is this allowed? Okay. That's my rescue thing. That's that. Okay. So anyway, okay, I guess I think it's letting me back on. But anyway, go to your channel. Thank you so much. Oh boy, I don't know why it does that stuff. But okay, so when I pull this lady up and I look at what she's doing, and I remember what her previous name was of her channel, and it's almost like it's the same channel. So let me pull this back up and I'll tell you what that is. I really wish I could get this to play over here. I really do. It is fun. Okay, let me see. It's right there. Maybe I can pitch it over there. Yeah, let me see if I can just load it up over here. Let's put it over here to YouTube, but we won't make it public. Let's do that. Okay. All right, here we go. And then I can show y'all the video that I made. It's kind of funny, but it's kind of not funny. You know, but it is funny. Okay, I'm not going to make it, I'm going to keep it private for right now, but we will play it. So here we go. Upload that. All right. Okay, why is this going all the way back over there? All right, here we go. It is going to be here now. Shorts. Okay, it's loading up this, but I just want to keep it private. I don't want everybody to see this. It's going to be just a little thing here. Okay, here it comes. There it goes. Well, let's play this. Okay. All right, let's play it. Details go. It's only like a 5-second video, but I need to blow it up and all that. Come on. If it'll let me. Settings. Come on. Oh, I have to share my screen in order to share. Okay, hang on just a second, guys. I'm going to share the screen right quick to do this. Okay, so I'm going to share our screen. Window. It's right here. Okay, now, back over here and pull it back up the right way. Just a second. We'll get it to pull up. It's, you know, it's just that I just put it on here and I want to play it, but I don't want to make it public. That's all. Okay, why does it look like that? Okay, well, we're going to leave studio and just go to the channel. Okay, because I got it. Okay, here we go. Let's just go to your channel. Oh my Lord, this crazy, crazy thing. It does not, I'll tell you what, it does not like this little video for some reason. I don't know why, but it just kind of acts like, no. Visit my community. Okay, here we go. Right there. Okay. This is so strange. Oh, history. You got to go to history, I think. Okay. Okay, your videos. All right. A short up here? Yeah, here we go. Shorts. Okay, there it is. Now, I'm going to make this big first so you can see it. All right, now. Oh, come on. I don't think it'll get any bigger, which sucks. All right. Oops. All right, I don't think it's going to get any bigger, so I'm going to have to make this bigger for you in order for you to see. Oh, there it is. Kind of, you can kind of see it right there. All right, now here, hang on a minute. Let me come over here and do this. Oh my Lord. Okay, so I want to make this bigger, but I don't want to see me. So I'm going to no, it's kind of not too nice, but anyway, so that's that. But so I'm going to go back over here to this lady. Well, I don't really know. I know her channel name, but I don't want to say her channel name because I don't want to give a lot of attention to her. But I do want people to realize that she needs to be looked at again by YouTube. Because she sits over here, and it's the strangest thing I've ever seen. She sits over here and just rocks back and forth for like 45 minutes or whatever, just repeating the same old garbage all the time. And she pre-records all this stuff. And I mean, this is from, let me go, I'm going to go to her channel, and then we're going to go back a couple of years because that's where we need to go back to. All right, now let me go back over here. She went from when she, I don't know if we can see her old one. Let's see. Here's her home. Let's see. I don't know if we can see the old ones because she had some, let me see. Let me go to the videos and let's go find her old one right quick. Because she actually is, like in this old video, she's not even talking about being the same person. It's like all of a sudden she realized, here's a new way to make money. And this is part of the cult practice. And this is cult behavior, right? So here we go. I'm gonna scroll down here till I can find it because it was like she was off of YouTube for 2 years because she was kicked off of YouTube, right? Now this is not, I understand this is not very exciting to some people, but I don't understand how you can have people that were removed and then let back on, and now that it's even worse than it was before, and it's like, okay, and I don't get it. Listen to this crap. Okay, I'm gonna play this for you for a minute too while we look for something. Here, listen. 10/14/2025. Enemy's plans for Alaska. Who is the enemy? Please tell me who the enemy is. Okay, thank you. So 2:23 to 2:25, Jesus prophesies heart, a man-made something. Let's play this for a second, guys. Listen, all content is played under fair use. These are not my views. These are, I'm not saying if I agree or disagree with her. This is just for educational and entertainment purposes only. So let me play this really quick for just a minute. I want you to hear some of this craziness here. Hang on, I got to share my screen. Now, I don't know why she's trying to say that there's something going on with, hang on a minute, with Alaska. Who does she think she is? Oh, that's not it. Duh. I mean, I don't understand that mess. Acting like, okay, let's share the screen. Okay, here. acting like she sits there and acts like she is like Jesus is speaking through her, directly through her. Now you know that ain't happening. What the hell, man? Stop that mess. Who do you think you are? I really wish this would look bigger. Maybe I need to take it off of. Okay, let's do this. We're going to take it off a split screen and do it the other way, because when I do split screen, it's showing you things that you don't want to see. Okay, here we go. Let me make this bigger. Here we go. And then we're going to turn it up. Just a second. All right, now let me put this over here. Yeah, I'm not really liking the way this is set up, because it's like I can't. All right, here we go. Now, everybody ready? Okay. Now. Whoops. Go down. Oh, boy, no. I'm trying to get to the. See, I don't like the way this button is. Okay, I got to escape. Make it smaller. All right, go back over here to StreamYard so you can see us. Okay, there we go. Now, is it playing her? I don't know. There we go. Just this window, share. All right. Oh, God. What is it doing? No, I don't want to do that. Oh, my God. That's so stupid. What the hell? Oh, now I'm waiting. Let's share this one. Her. Okay. Now.
So keep your eyes on Alaska.
There she is. Yay.
They're going to need a lot of assistance.
So I'm going to turn
the
this up so you
disaster
can hear,
that is coming, no man has seen. The pentacle of the Earth's atmosphere is chopping at the blocks. It's going to fall in.
Now listen,
when the Earth shakes and the fault line breaks, disaster and chaos commence, and Alaskan finances will be hindered. This is part of the enemy's plan. They are using their witchcraft and sorcery to create demonic devices backed by HARP. Man-made devices used to create chaos and destruction. I am allowing this because my judgment is coming. Satellite 512 will be a part of the destruction. A portal used by CERN to create radioactive waves and Black Death will be the new virus.
Ridiculous.
It's all coming after Harpazo.
How does she know?
I am trying to save you from this. I'm trying to save this from you, children.
The 2-year-old one, because
I'm trying to arouse you from your sleep. Wake up, oh sleep.
Craziness.
Alaska, the financial system will collapse. No more assistance. It's coming.
That's not it.
Geneva. Do you know what Bible that is?
Yeah.
My true words. My true words. And look at the concordance.
Your true words. No, it's not.
Listen and pay attention. Yeah, this makes me want to go get a Geneva Bible. Okay, it's weird because someone had just spoken about this the other day. So they're having me repost things because
craziness.
It's the outline of order of events to come. And it's crazy because, you know, like April 30th.
How does she know?
Told me to
she doesn't know.
April 30th, and
Stop
that was
it.
the
You're lying.
Train around
that mess.
And the New Jersey bombing.
You know. She doesn't know. She's just lying about that. I'm going to get rid of this. Okay, me and this mouse are going to fight the whole time. I can tell you that. Now. I'm going to go let me find this other one. There is one that is like 2 years old, and she's a completely different person. What happened here? I've never seen things be put. She puts out these videos so fast, it's not even funny. So let's go back over here and show you this. It's craziness. All right. Okay, so 2 years ago. This is from 2 years ago, guys. Listen.
He came in the flesh, bled on the cross, rose on the third day, was born of a virgin. Okay, ignore the people on YouTube trying to impersonate my account. They're just trying to scam you. Sorry, I've had a little bit of sleep, but I'm like super excited.
Not a
Lord
Lord
just keeps pouring out revelations.
Listen to this.
And Cassie from Faith over Fear 44 helped me with this, and she has this Solarium app. Okay, so remember how I said Jesus was using me as the Revelation 12 woman? Okay. Sorry, I'm very congested in the morning. If you look at 2025 on Solarium, it's backwards for 522 because.
Okay, I want you to see this something. See this 12 women? Okay, remember the seven people talked about in Lori Vallow's trial? This is kind of that same thing, the 12 women thing. Hang on a second, we'll pull it back up for a second and tell you what she's talking about. I can hear that music. It's a little loud. Let's get rid of that music. Oh boy. And I don't know why, but for some reason, this music just kind of gets louder as you go throughout the... Okay, I know we need to play the music because of fair use, but anyway. So we'll go back up here. All right, now, let's go back over here to the 12 women from the Bible thing. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Okay, again, I got to go to Google and pull this back up. Yeah, I know, I'm never really... Whoops. Okay, so from Jesus, I'm going to just put it without the big word, Jesus the Messiah. And I'm going to tell you what that is. Okay, hang on a minute. Okay, so what she's referencing over here, before I turn it back on for you to listen to this for a second, is while Jesus had 12 male apostles, he had a larger group of women followers, the 12 notable women, including Mary. So she's talking about these 12 women, okay? Just to let you know that that's what she's talking about. And that actually does cover like Mary Magdalene, Martha and Mary, Elizabeth. And so anyway, so that is what she's referring to here, the 12 women. So here we go. I'm going to let this play for just a minute, and then we're going to go to this other video. Hang on. Whoops. I forgot to go up. Got to go up here.
The Jews read from right to left, okay? Well, anyway. It mirrors 2023. And it's because the enemy the devil has taken out the Sabbath days. So it's very close to time. However, if you look on the Revelation 12 woman in 2025, you see Guillermina at the head, which is the female version of Guillermo. And remember that the Lord put us together spiritually and in the flesh as marriage when he ordained us. He spoke it to existence because of the voice frequencies. Anyway, take it to Jesus. And then
this other video
on the outside is Ralph Pax.
Oh, come on.
Which is crazy, right? Because Ralph is my former married name. Anyway, that's one coincidence, which is not a coincidence. And then also December 30th is when the prophecy started. Literally, December 30th is tomorrow. That's exactly 9
That's when it's
months.
going to happen. Listen carefully,
okay,
folks.
That's another coincidence, which is not a coincidence. And then,
okay,
so I told you how he was using my cycles, which is kind of crazy, I know, my women's cycle. So ask Jesus. But he woke me up, I think it was like, I don't know, a couple weeks ago I did a video. He woke me up with 7,777 emails. He was showing me 7,777. Okay, and I didn't understand why. But then the Holy Spirit said, look at your calendar.
It's a fraud, false prophet, okay? Now I'm going to go get his video and we're going to watch it for a second. So, hang on a second, guys. Oh my God, she's been exposed many times, but here we are, still on it. Still doing the same thing. Okay, and this was Husky, what's his name? Husky 12. Hang on a second, guys. Oh, I forgot, I got to type over here. This is just too confusing. I don't like doing it this way. And it's going to be about Mandy. Hang on. Oh, I didn't want to say her name, but anyway, we're going to. All right. Okay, now I'm gonna play this in just a second. I want you to listen to his. She's been exposed many, many times. I don't understand how she's still back on here. I don't get it. I don't know why she was allowed to have her channel back. I thought that if you were dangerous, that they would not let you have it back. So she was gone for 2 years. Now she's back. This is. That's why I made this. Oh, wait a minute. Why is that all? That's all. Okay. Here we go. Hang on. Let me go back up here. That's why I put that in my, don't do that. Backspace. In my thumbnail about they need to clean house. There's a lot of channels that YouTube needs to look at and clean house on, because when you're doing things that are clearly a violation of the policies of YouTube, and you just keep on doing it, people report it, and they never do anything about it. It makes no sense. What's the point in having community guidelines, right? Okay, listen to this guy. Listen to this. I like this guy.
Today's video is going to be somewhat of a discovery for those who have been following her for the last few years. She recently had put up a new post The first one.
Okay, here we go. Let me play it from the beginning, and this is going
I
to
wanted
be
to come on today to do a video with you all about Mandy De La Parra.
compliments
So
of
today's
the
video is
Husky
going
12,
to be
or
somewhat
Husky
of a
12 is the guy
discovery
who
for
originally
those who
put this
have
out.
been
Oh, let's
following
play
her
this
for
for
the
a minute.
last few years.
Okay.
She recently
It's
had
called-
put up a new post,
Can you
the
hear
first
okay?
one since the summer of this year. As I am scrolling through these messages, something caught my eye that made me understand why Mandy was a false prophet from the beginning. A missing clue as to why Mandy was never truly saved for salvation. This comment shown here was the final piece of that puzzle. This comment written by Mandy exposes the truth of her salvation. It was revealed she was water baptized. Now, this is the untold truth about water baptism. People will often believe that once their pastor submerges them underwater, the Holy Spirit will come upon them, just like when Jesus was baptized by John the Baptist in the Jordan River. When Mandy did the same thing, did she think she was saved? No. Now, in order for somebody to get saved for salvation, they must believe on Jesus Christ through his death, burial, and resurrection from the dead. Believing Jesus died for our sins on the cross through his shed blood, was buried in a rocky tomb, and resurrected by God on the third day. Mandy otherwise thinks that water baptism is a good thing. Really? I am calling on Mandy to repent of the evil she has caused, not only to herself, but also to her viewers. As Peter had recorded in his epistle, the Lord does not want anyone to perish, but come to repentance.
For fair use.
She is still spiritually dead.
Hang on.
She is dead in
Okay. I think it's done. All right. It's got some kind of weird slow delay over here, and I think it's this monitor versus this computer over here on the refresh rate. So anyway, so this guy is over here telling us why he thinks that he is a false. Well, we all know she's a false prophet. We know that because she's not appointed by God. I don't know if Chad Daybell had a chance to personally call her and go ahead and make her and tell her she's a prophet too. I don't know about that, but I guess we'll find out. But this guy is explaining why he thinks that if you're baptized by water, that you're not really baptized, I guess. But he's actually saying that she's not really baptized, and he wants her to explain why she thinks she is. So I'm gonna let this play a little bit more. I just had to stop for some fair use. Y'all know how that goes.
her sins. She has a heart that is hard as stone, that even a sledgehammer won't even break through that stone. So ever since she started all this false prophesying, that satanic group called a cult, her fate was sealed. She was never saved in the first place. All right, guys, this is going to wrap it up for now, and I will see you all in the next video. God bless.
All right, so let me turn this one off. Oh, come on, don't do this. Oh, this mouse. It's like I can't find it or something. Okay, here. Now, we're going to go back over here to the next one. Let's go back over here to the next one that we know. There's another person that actually comes out and says, wait a minute. She's actually a false prophet. Oh, let me get my dots off. I got to remember to take these dots on and off. Yeah, I know. Here we go. Let's see. Take off my overlay. All right, there we go. So that gets rid of that. But okay, so now I'm going to go over here and we're just going to talk for a minute while I find this other one about why she was removed. Here we go. Whoops. There's that one. Oh, here's another one. Now, this is by somebody. This is from 1 year ago, and it's by Life Lips Podcast. So here we go. Listen to this one for a minute. Oops.
There's a lot of things. I screenshotted a few of her videos. Okay. I'm not going to go through all 4 in their entirety. I think 30 seconds of each video would be suffice. So here is a Mandy De La Parra. I guess I'm saying her last name right. Seek heavenly things. I find her very demonic. I find her very strange. I find her very new age. I find her very mystic. the videos that we're going to see here are very
It's very
strange.
demonic.
How do you hear a word from the Lord in a bikini, or are you wearing your bra and underwear? Why are you always laying in the bed with your boyfriend, husband? I have no idea who that
You hear
is.
that?
Very, very
You hear that?
strange. People are following this though. 5,000 views, 4,000 views. So people are actually like, hey, thumbs up. You're great. Thanks for this word of the Lord. Anyway, let's see who she is on this week's pop-up.
Oh, I forgot to put my little dots on. Hang
Okay,
on.
so as you can see from the title here, it's from December
Come on.
3rd, and it says Passover Supper with Jesus,
Okay.
the rapture. And she talks
Listen,
about
listen to what he has to say.
strange things. We're not going to go through this entire video. The link to her channel will be in the description box. I don't recommend that you give her extra views, but if you want to see some of her content and call her out,
No,
like
we're not
we
going to show
should
the whole
do
video, of course not.
as followers of Christ, feel free to click that link. But let's see what she has
This
to
is
say.
exactly. This is
the
from a year
armor, come
ago.
to find out, is going to be the
She's
spirit.
always had a lot of
Elijah and
controversy about her.
Enoch. And this
Hey
is
there.
how this super
Remember looking at
or
Jewish-
this supper is going to be supernatural, because when he said that he was
No, I
bringing
haven't.
back the
Okay, hang on
spirit
a
of
minute.
Elijah and
Hang on a
Enoch
minute,
when
guys.
we come back for
Okay. Let me address Robert Whitman over here. Hang on a minute. At Robert Whitman, good to see you. Hello, thank you for coming in. And let me tell you what his comment is. Have you ever looked into the Jewish Talmud and what they say about Jesus? Jesus is boiling in human excrement for eternity. No, I have never seen that. I am not Jewish. I have never looked at Jewish religion. And the reason why, but let me explain something. The reason why I'm looking at this person over here is because she started out this new grift with, I am the duplicate of Lori Bella. So from that, she's clearly a false prophet who has been removed from YouTube once before and is now back on. The problem is they come back on here with new cult behavior, spewing new cult, stuff, calling it. Oh my Lord! I just think that YouTube needs to take a look. And if you've taken them off once before, why are you letting them back on? Okay, that's my thing. So I'm kind of looking at many of the things that she's done in this period of time that she's been on YouTube. Her 2 years that she was. Where was she for the 2 years that she was not on YouTube? What was she planning? Her next new grift? I mean, what was going on there? So that's what I'm talking about, Robert. But no, I've never looked at Jewish anything. Okay, because I'm not Jewish. I was raised Baptist, but whatever. This is not about politicals, and it's not really about what your religion is. This is really just about false prophets appearing over here on YouTube and being allowed to stay on YouTube. Because when you look back at what happened with Lori Vallow, Chad Daybell, and their whole cult situation, this appears to be the next cult thing here. We've got Twin Flames. You've got a bunch of different little cults that have popped up over all this time. And the people who are basically injured from it are the people who think they're going to have some way to heaven through this cult. She's over here claiming that Jesus is preaching directly through her, like she's just his mouthpiece, that he's sitting there in the room with her. This is the new one from this year, that he's sitting in the room with her, telling her what to say. Okay, so that is why I'm talking about this lady. But here we go. We'll keep going. Here we go. Come on. No.
the Great Tribulation when we help the martyrs.
Okay, we're gonna play little games.
So I'm assuming you guys caught that. So we're gonna come back in the second half of the tribulation and help the martyrs. Okay, yeah, no.
Because when he said that he was bringing back the spirit of Elijah and Enoch, when we come back for the Great Tribulation, when we help the martyrs,
Trying to come back from that.
It's going to be supernatural,
I
cloaked
don't know
like
if y'all can do
angels,
this okay, because it's got this
with
weird
their powers, with the spirit of Elijah and Enoch.
speakers
What
on this new
happens on earth has
monitor
happened in
are
heaven.
not. I don't think they've been turned up properly, so I need to.
Yeah,
fix
I have a question,
Anyway.
Mandy. Chapter and verse on that, please.
Well, what happens on earth has happened in heaven, and he said he can't, what did he say? He can't,
You embarrassing yourself.
something deny the laws of physics or something like that.
So, Mandy, you act like you are a voice of the Lord. So my question to you, Mandy, would be this. Can you show me a chapter and verse where a prophet was confused and didn't remember what the Lord of heaven, the God, the creator of all, didn't remember what
I guess it must have
was
turned
said?
off accidentally.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So it has to do with order. You know, he's a God of order and structure and all that. So what happens on earth happens on heaven, which is why it happens in the spirit first. And I was asking Jesus where the prophecy was, you know, about 6 before 7.
Okay.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
This is so funny,
Come
guys.
on. Come on. Come on.
There isn't
Announce that.
one.
But he was showing me something else. So he said June 6th. So then he gave me June 6th. Then he gave me June 3rd. And then he gave me June 4th.
Is that right? Okay.
What's very interesting
Right.
is if I read it to you, the supper prophecy was in there. I didn't even know it.
Are you crazy?
Okay,
Yeah,
and
she
here
is
we are
crazy.
again.
That's what I think.
She is
I
totally
think she is
going
crazy,
against
guys. I do. I
scripture.
believe she is.
Where again, Mandy, in the Bible, do we read about a prophet who was like, I didn't even know what was in there? Like, what?
Come on. Come on. Come on.
This
Come
is
on.
actually kind of funny.
Come
And
on.
full credit goes to
Come on.
Life Clips
Come on.
Podcast.
Let's get back to the reason that we're really here.
Okay, so I do want to preface this next part that we're going to
I know,
watch.
I know.
I'm going to try to mosaic it out as much as I can, blur it out. Completely strange. You can see the title of the video. So she received this
No,
on
it's okay,
September
I'm not
7th. A message from Jesus. This is a Zoom recording. Jesus caught me by surprise. So first of all, Jesus doesn't catch any of us by surprise. He's not like a ghost or a goblin where, oh, there you are, Jesus. Thank you for showing up. So again, I'm just going to caution you. I find this to be very demonic right from the beginning. Her behavior, the handshaking, her kind of speaking to herself. It's just, you can just see the demons on this lady.
Okay, for fair use, I need to stop for just a second. But
salvation.
okay. I'll get myself back on the stage, guys. But see, I mean, it's like this. It's like not showing me, but okay. But we are on. So is it this? Let me fix this little button right here. Sometimes if you hit this button wrong, it takes the camera away. All right. Anyway, so let's fix this over here. But I find this to be completely ridiculous. Everything. Who in the world goes out and decides one day, hey, I'm gonna jump up and preach the word, and I'm gonna act like I am, like the words are coming straight through from Jesus to my mouth. Who gets up and says this here? Why? And I mean, she's just every day, 2 or 3, every day, just putting crap out over and over and over. Okay, why am I not in this? I don't know why I'm not in here, but let me just put my avatar on because for some reason it's not wanting to show me. Okay, we'll just be like that. I'll just be my avatar today. It's okay. So now here's what I'm going to do. We're going to go find another one of these where somebody else is basically exposing this woman. It is over and over and over about this woman and this fake prophet, this false prophecy that are claiming to be a prophet that she claims to be. Now, I don't know. Okay, hang on. Let's pull this. Let me pull her back up again. I want to go back to her oldest videos, which were pretty old. Okay, here's another one from 6 months ago. Here's another one. Let's go on. Okay, look at this one right here from 6 months ago. And this is from another one from Husky 12. Here we go. Okay, guys, we're going to play this.
Okay, everyone. In today's video, the question I ask you is, where is Mandy De La Parra? It obviously has been a long time since she has been on her channel, Seek Heavenly Things. Where are her whereabouts? Why has she stopped replying to comments? Ever since she disappeared, everything on her channel has resumed as if nothing had happened.
Right. Everything
People have continued to comment on her posts. Is Mandy right now afraid to step out of her shell, admitting that she is a false prophet lying in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ? This reply, written by Mandy herself, was the last seen evidence from her. Will Mandy ever come back to this channel to do another post?
She actually does come back. Hang on.
Her situation?
Hang on.
Or is this the end of her as we know it? No one will ever know. If Mandy does return to this channel, will she ever explain as to why she has not been commenting at all? I would like to know that myself. Time will tell.
I can tell you the reason why she's not been commenting is because her channel was removed. But I don't know if this person realized that her channel had been removed. That is why she had been silent for a couple of years. Okay, I can move this out of my way since we're just going to use my avatar. For some reason, it's not showing the real me, but that's okay. We'll just avatar today. No problem at all. So, but she's not the only one. Think about how many other people appear on YouTube and claim to be a prophet. And then they have their cult started. And then it's the big grift. And then they're getting a lot of people. These are the kind of people who will absolutely go out and ask you to donate money to the channel. They need it to survive. They're preaching the word. They're doing this. They're doing that. And they will take the last dime of a person on Social Security and not look back. They do not care about you. Okay. This is over and over and over. It's on TikTok. It's on all the social medias. It's not just her. There's a lot of them. So hang on a minute. We're going to go and let me show you another thing that I found. Here we go. Okay. So I'm going to stop sharing that tab. Go to StreamYard. Oh, this mouse is going to drive me insane. Let me go back over here and pull this back up, and then I'll share this other one with you. I don't understand. And here's the thing. Why in the world is this allowed on YouTube? I don't understand that at all. It is crazy what YouTube will allow to happen and not think twice about it. So hang on a second. Let me move on down here for a second. I'm going to show you another thing here. All right. Let me go find this. Okay. I'm just going to go back here and we're going to go find the other ones. Okay. Here we go. There's so many of them. It's crazy. Beware of false prophets. Here's another one. J. Cole, false prophets. What you need to know about the coming false prophets. I mean, okay, how to spot we're going to watch this one right here. This one is going to be full credit to Mike Winger. Okay, here we go.
He shows up and fulfills what was written. What are we waiting on now? We're waiting on some things to happen in a book called Revelation. We're not waiting for a new prophet with a new revelation. We're waiting for Christ to return. So we have no expectation for this. In fact, what prophets we ultimately expect are many false prophets. That's
Where do
what
all
Jesus
these false
warned us
prophets
about.
come
So
from?
it must be wrong. I mean, Galatians says, if anyone comes to you preaching a different gospel than what you've already received here, let him be accursed. So no feeling is going to undo the plain teachings of Scripture, and that's a safe place for us to be. How do I know Muhammad isn't really the prophet? How do I know Joseph Smith isn't really a prophet of God? How do I know Joe Schmo knocking on my door tomorrow, having a new revelation from God, isn't? Where in the Scriptures does it tell me I should be looking for you? The Old Testament creates massive anticipation for Jesus. He shows up and fulfills what was written.
It doesn't.
What are we waiting
Absolutely,
on now?
it doesn't. All right, it doesn't. He's right about that. So let me stop sharing this one. Remove that one, and I'm going to go back and now I'm going to talk to you about why these people. Okay, hang on a second. Let me pull this other one back up. I usually don't like to show a bunch of videos because I don't like to use other people's work. But for this one, you just have to kind of look at all of this. Okay, why do we have? Hang on a minute. All right, hang on a second, guys. Let me just pull this back up. Oops. Okay, you got to spell it right, silly. Here we go. Here we go. This is a good one right here. Okay, share the screen.
Lead you to damnation.
Listen to this guy.
Well,
this is going to be full credit of Amen Ministries
and false prophets because they judge and they see whatever is happening. But Moses was 9,000 feet high. He saw Israel sin, but Joshua thought it was some kind of celebration. See the difference? So a lot of prophets are judging the way they see it, but if a person is holy from the Lord, he will see a different way. Yes, but there's a lot of prophets, a lot of ministers, a lot of preachers, a lot of deliverance ministers. They're creating a show because this is what people want. That's why those are there.
In Romans, it says that they can have gifts, but not be repented.
God raised Pharaoh to publish him. In other words, God can use everybody to introduce God.
Yeah.
He's just been picked by God.
Right.
Give him a
Stop
gift,
this
and
guy
that
for a
man
second.
is
Okay.
doing the gift. But that
Hang
man.
on a second, guys. All these people that are trying to explain why we have so many of these.
But false prophets also arose among the people, just as there will be false teachers among you, even denying the master who bought them, bringing upon themselves swift destruction. And many will follow.
I gotta remove it back to this. All right. Let's go ahead and put this one. Here we go. Okay, this guy here. This is in the word daily, talking about more false prophets.
This music, you can listen to this music.
Now, here's the other thing about this.
Like this.
You got all of these people talking about false prophets, but are they also the false prophet? Let's ask the question. Or, I mean, why do they think about that for a second? Here we go.
What music messes up your mind or your...
I'm going to take it back to right here a minute. Oh, let me turn it back on. Sorry. Here we go.
Around saying you can't listen to this music and you can listen to this music. I just throw it out to a person like this.
Okay.
You're the one that knows what music messes up your mind or your thoughts. And if you're serious about God, you be the guardian over your affections in your heart and get rid of it, whatever that might be.
Five dangerous doctrines within the Baptist Church, John MacArthur style. Beloved, we live in a time when truth has become unpopular and compromise has become comfortable.
I'm turning this off because really the other thing I want to
which
talk
was
about,
once the pillar and ground of
not only
truth,
just the false prophets,
is
but
now
the other things.
often a
Oh, come on. Oh, I got to stop sharing the screen. All right. Yeah. Oh, stop it. All right, here we go. Now, did I stop sharing the screen? I did. I'm going to take off these little white dots if I can get my let me get my little thing, my cursor back over here. Yes, I don't think this, yeah, I don't really like the way this is set up. All right, so this little media asset here. Hang on. All right, now, well, let's just talk about this for a second. All right. So when you look, and when you talk about false prophets, because false prophets and cults are closely related concepts, with the false prophet often serving as the founder or the leader of the cult. That's true. We know this. Hang on a second, pull this down. Yeah, I don't want to hear myself talking. I want to be able to talk to you. So the key distinction that is the cult is a group, defined by its practices and doctrines, while a false prophet is an individual who promotes false teachings and often exhibits specific manipulative behaviors to gain control. Okay? False prophet is an individual who claims to speak on behalf of God or a higher power, but instead delivers lies or self-serving messages. What did we just watch? Speaking, saying she sits and rocks and says, God or Jesus is coming. What I'm saying is coming directly from Jesus. He is using my mouth to say these things. Ding, ding, ding. False prophet. All right. We know this. Oh, come on, dots. Hang on. Let me get over here. There's some fun little things that they've added to StreamYard now. I'm going to try them out. Let's see. This is a little sound. So here we go. So what is she? She's a false prophet, right? Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, a little fun thing. Take that off. So then let's go to the next little part of this. They often use religious language to gain trust, but ultimately work for their own kingdom, not God's. Okay, twin flames, perfect example of that. Look at twin flames. What went on there? Okay, let's go over here and pull this one back up. Remember, they're in trouble now. Those two people live in this big mansion, and they have indentured servitudes, and I mean that is a huge problem, and I'm glad it's being looked at. So let's pull up twin flames for a second. Okay, it's a very large cult, and it was founded in 2017. So what exactly is twin flame? Well, it's a spiritual concept describing an intense connection with another person, often seen as two halves of the same soul split into different bodies. Does that not sound like something Chad Daybell was preaching over there? Does it not sound like it? It kind of does, doesn't it? Okay, this connection is thought to be deep, a spiritual union, and the acts as a mirror to the other person. Spiritual union. Oh, Lori, we've been married in past lives so many times, blah, blah, blah. Really? Really? No, you weren't, Chad. Stop that lying. All right. I mean, all these cults mimic themselves. They all have the same rhetoric that they put out over and over. It's just under different names. Okay. So then it talks about, let's see. So key aspects of the twin flames concept: a shared soul. The core idea is the two people, okay, they share one single soul, which has been split. Okay, we talked about that. Mirroring. A twin flame relationship is often described as a spiritual mirror where each person reflects the other's deepest insecurities, vulnerabilities, strengths, and weaknesses. Okay, Chad and Lori. All right, there you are. So were they really just going to be part of the twin flames cult, or were they actually just creating their own cult under the pretense of it, people getting their way to heaven as part of the celestial? Okay, so let's go back over here. I'm trying to remember what they called this. They called it a certain hang on a minute. I'm trying to remember what it was. I've talked about so many different things when it comes to Chad and Lori. But what made me get back on this, though, is this lady absolutely claiming that she is duplicate of Lori. Okay, so the catalyst for growth. The intense nature of the relationship is often seen as the catalyst for profound personal and spiritual growth, forcing individuals to confront and heal their shadow sides and unresolved issues. Their shadow sides, remember, they're twin flame soul. Okay, they're not always romantic. Okay, here's a perfect example of that. Now, it was not under twin flames, but look at Selema Pastenas and Alex Cox. Chad Daybell said, you two need to be together, and by God, they got married. But I don't think they had any love for each other. They didn't even know each other, really. So that's kind of the same type of teachings from Chad's cult versus twin flames cult, okay? Which, again, false prophets right there. Origins. The concept can be traced back to ancient Greek mythology, but the term twin flame itself was coined by the New Age spiritual leader Elizabeth Clare. She was a prophet in the 1970s. Okay, so that's just about the twin flames, but it's also the same thing as this other one. They all of them have the same disturbing fact, and they do the same disturbing teachings. They do oh boy. Okay, now when you go back and you talk about claiming special or extra biblical revelations, yes, they do. She sits here and she says that, oh, well, here's the end. He told me it's the end. It's this, it's that. Twisting scripture and taking verses out of context. We know Chad Daybell did the same thing when they started talking about the casting. Remember that? Seeking power, control, and financial gain from the followers. Absolutely. What did Chad and Lori do? They figured out how to get the most money, and they thought, I don't even know how they thought this was going to work. I will never understand how they thought this was going to work. How did they think they were going to get away with collecting all this insurance money and just moving off to Hawaii like nobody would ever know what happened? Like people would just forget about looking for them or these children. Is that the most bizarre behavior? It is bizarre. It's absolutely bizarre. I don't even understand it. What made them think they could? Here's another one. Preaching a gospel of works or adding extra requirements for salvation beyond faith in Christ alone. Well, they did that too. This person over here is doing the same thing. Twin Flames did the same thing. We can go back to, there's so many different cults. Oh boy, discouraging. Okay, here's another thing. They don't want you thinking for yourself. Discouraging critical thinking and questioning of their teachings. They don't want you to ask them questions. You're just supposed to follow along blindly because they're going to tell you what's best for you. And you're just going to listen, right? So, a cult is a group or community characterized by doctrines and practices that deviate significantly from the accepted norms of mainstream or traditional religion. A false prophet frequently initiates and leads that cult, demanding extreme loyalty and creating an environment where their authority is unquestioned. We know this. Okay. The key signs that you're in a cult, people don't even realize when they're being drawn into a cult because it's done so smoothly. They just coax you into doing this and you don't even realize what's happening to you until it's too late for most people. So authoritarian leadership with central charismatic leaders who often are false prophets. They always go hand in hand. Demand for blind obedience and discouragement of dissent or independent thought. Isolation of its members from outside influence, including friends and family not in the group. We saw that happening as well. Control over members' personal lives, including their decisions, relationships, and finances. Yes, they suck every dime they can out of you with a promise that's never going to come true. Okay? A claim to exclusive truths, suggesting they are the only group with the correct path to God or salvation. Yes, we hear that coming out of this false prophet here. We heard it coming out of Chad Daybell. We heard it coming out of Twin Flames. We've heard it come out of all of them. Okay? So summary of the differences. This is how we're going to just look at them both and then describe differences. So nature. A false prophet has an individual speaker or teacher. The cult is the organized group of the community that listen to this individualized speaker or teacher. The focus. Spreading false doctrine or messages is the false prophet. The cult is the people adhering to an entire system. Hey, Elizabeth, how you doing? Good to see you. Jenny, I'm not being smart. You're so funny. Yes, Elizabeth, exactly. You always make me laugh. Thank you so much for saying that. God, it's good to see you today. Anyway, I just kind of want to talk about this for a minute because this lady, this Mandy, whatever her name is, it's this new false prophet. It's not a new false prophet who's been out there for years. He was kicked off of YouTube, and here we are back in the same crap, right? So the focus is, okay, so for the cult, the adhering to an entire system of beliefs and practice that's usually taught by the individual speaker or teacher. Relationships, often the leader who provides the ideology. The group of followers who adhere to the ideology. They just go hand in hand. Goals, personal power and control is the false prophet, and maintaining that group membership and adherence to their rules is the cult part. So you're not going to have one without the other, really. So this is kind of an interesting thing too, and it's called How to Discern False Teachers and Cults. There's a lot of interesting things out here on this about false prophets and the whole discussions on them. So let me get my little glasses over here. When Jesus taught on the subject of end times, now remember, a lot of these cults always practice the end times. It's always about the end times, preparing their people. Remember? Okay. So he warned us to beware of false teachers who could gain a large following, thus starting new cults. Okay, so we know what the cult is. And he says, take heed that no one deceives you, for many will come in my name saying, I am the Christ, and will deceive many. And they do. And she's deceiving people all day long. And it's just over and over and over with another new video. I've never seen somebody put out so much information so fast, right? So let me go back over here. I'll talk about this for a second. But I just think that, and the thing is, I think that YouTube needs to do a little house cleaning myself because there are many of them out there. And I don't understand if you were to take it off and now you're back after 2 years. What did you have to do to get to come back? Well, let's talk about what that is. So YouTube, now listen, YouTube can be a good thing, but YouTube can be a bad thing. We've seen all sides of YouTube. Sometimes it's helped people, sometimes it's hurt people, sometimes it's used to abuse other people. Let's look at YouTube. Okay, let's look at this right quick. So YouTube, what are the guidelines to come back? Let's look at that. 3 strikes and you're out. And copyright strikes, they're so bad about that too. People use copyright strikes incorrectly, but it hurts you. It absolutely hurts you. So, come on, let's go. Why does this not want to pull up? Come on. Yeah, it's kind of like my internet's running slow, but it's raining outside too. We're having some really bad weather. So, the policies apply to all portions of creators, video or live stream, thumbnails, descriptions, examples of content that may not be suitable for ads or violence, adult content, harmful or dangerous acts, hateful or derogatory content, or sensitive events, etc. Well, don't you think that somebody coming over here and telling us as they rock for 45 minutes that they are speaking the word, it's Jesus's words just coming through their mouth and they don't have any control over what they're saying? Don't you think that's dangerous? Don't you think that's sensitive? Why did you let them back on? Why? I don't understand that. I'm going to tell you what her previous name was, and you'll be going, oh, wait a minute. Okay, let me go back over here. Oh boy, hope y'all all having a great day. I know we're gonna have some bad weather. It's getting cold, it's changing, all of that. But I'm ready for a little bit of cool weather. I'm tired of the heat. Texas, it just gets so hot. But I don't know. So for Thanksgiving, it's gonna be 46 and 66. That's not really cold, but it's much better than hot. And besides, now you can wear sweaters. So here we go. Let me go back over here and let me get her pulled back up. Sorry, guys. I know I'm getting off on my other tangent there, but anyway. Okay, so I got to pull her back up by her name, and then I'm going to go back over here. Hang on a minute. Let me go to that channel. Okay. Okay, so let's go. Let me go find that channel. Why is it pulling up? Okay, I got to find her channel, guys. Sorry. It's trying to go all the way back to when I was talking about being baptized in water. Hey, Sprinkle Donut, how you doing, girl? Listen, I know you don't like this subject, so I was like, I'm not going to bother her with that, where I know we're working on a different thing together. But I was like, I know she doesn't like this lady and doesn't want to talk about this crazy lady. So anyway, I'm going to tell you something. Okay, so let me look at this right here. Listen to these words. Listen to these words. This was from just 2 hours ago. She says it's a repost as per God's physical calendar. God's physical calendar and God's spiritual calendar. Where does she get this from? Who does she think she is? She goes, so now that I have shown you, I am releasing my scrolls from heaven. Oh, God. As they are, really, she thinks she is God. As they are being stamped in the heavenly courts, I'm stealing Daniel 12. This is her speaking again. And as I am transcribing everything to my scribe Mandy. Listen to that. Listen to what she's saying. Mandy is telling you everything that I'm telling her. Speaking like she's the third person. It's so crazy. No, it's fine. Today is an ugly day for me anyway. Oh, I'm so sorry, Sprinkled Donut. Hugs. If you were here with me, I'd be giving you a hug. I know how bad that is. That's why I don't like January. My son's birthday is in January, and he also passed away in January. So I understand. So sweet hugs to my friend Sprinkled Donut. Okay. Well, she's actually my partner because our channel, Little Red and Sprinkled, the Little Red and Sprinkled experience, we're working on a project right now that we're going to bring to you guys. And it's a very sweet, feel-good story. And it's about, okay, I don't know if y'all remember. We'll get back to this in a minute. But there was this ape that they thought he was a humanity. This went on for many, many years. They were saying that, oh, yes, you're always Sprinkled Donut. This humanity, they were trying to say that somebody had mated with his, and it was a cross between a man and a chimpanzee, and it's not. It's absolutely not. They've done all the testing. He's just a type of ape that I think is extinct. He was like one of the last remaining parts of this group of ape from the Congo. So somebody took him from the Congo and brought him to the United States and exploited him all over the place. Now, he does look very different. I agree with that. But he ended up in this sanctuary over here in Texas, over in San Antonio, Texas. And the name of this sanctuary is called Primary Primates. So Sprinkled Donut and I, on our channel, the Little Red and Sprinkled Experience, are going to do a show about the sanctuary, Oliver, and all the primates and things that they saved, and what their goal is and who they are. It's really a beautiful story, actually. And I just love to bring some feel-good things because there's so much horrible things that you see on YouTube. Let's have some feel-good things. So we're going to work on that. And we'll probably try to bring that one day next week but it's a lot because we got permission from the primate place to use any information or any material they had. If they said if we need anything else, they'd be happy to share it with us, which I feel good about that because I like to have permission to use people's content. I know there's fair use and all that, but when you really get down to it, if you can get permission, I think it's better to get permission than it is to just wing it, right? Anyway, so let's get back over here on this person here. And why the policies with YouTube, and why is this person back on when we clearly know that what she is preaching is false, right? So here we go. Now, this is her own statement, and she's claiming that that she's the scribe for God. Okay, so this is a little bit, okay. So you are going to see a lot of revelation and kingdom secrets being unsealed here very soon. She's on this calendar thing again, right? Because I'm bringing you the glorious bodies in soon. And let's just say it will be sooner than you all think. 616 is the delivery of the baby. Okay, what has the baby got to do? Oh, I forgot. She's pregnant. I don't know if it's an immaculate conception. I don't know that yet. She's not said that. We don't know. But if Mandy is the scribe for God, that might be what she's going to claim has happened here. I don't know. I'm just guessing. All right. So she goes, so let's just say it's very important for me to release these parts now because the window of opportunity is closing. So Mandy, speaking in this third person, will be riding through the night and working with me as I deliver all these parts to my children. Yeah, it's Chad's birthday. It sure is. You know, I'm going to show that funny again here in a few minutes, but I realize it could very well attract the wrong people. And, I don't really want to do that. But my God, she wanted to be her. She wanted to be Lori so bad. So there you go. But I'll show it again in a little bit. But it probably is Chad's baby, because they probably met in the portal. And she said, listen, I need to have this baby. I'm getting older. And I'm so, I so much want to be Lori. Can you just, and I know that Lori was not of age to have children. So can you just go ahead and let me have the baby? Right. I think that's what happened here. I know that's gross, but it is kind of funny. Think about it. The portal. Yes, going to the portal. We're going to the portal and we're going to get married, right? Just like going to the chapel. Because if he had been married to Lori in previous lives, that means as she is Lori's duplicate, that she was also married to Chad in previous lives. So it would only stand to reason that absolutely, Sprinkled Donut, you're right. This has to be his. All right, I'll keep going here. Oh my God. So Mandy will be riding through the night and working with me as I deliver all these parts to my children. Make sure you go back and read these parts because every time you read them, you are unblocking your frequencies. Your frequencies. All right. So wait, children. Your Father's words are true, and you will see. The supernatural of the glorious bodies are almost here. The supernatural. Okay. Wow. So wait for it. Oh my God. All because it surely will come. And I am doing this for love of my children and for their benefit. So you can all recognize the true frequencies of the Heavenly Father and wake up from this emanation of sleep. The devil has most of you under from the multidimensional worlds. We've got multidimensional worlds. We have frequencies, okay, I wonder if there is a channel you can just dial into so that you get the frequencies pulled right into your head, just like she is the mouthpiece, like Mandy's the mouthpiece from God. You can just have God give you the information through those frequencies. So I want to know about that. We're going to have to find out if that is possible. Maybe we all need to go to the portal so we can have the frequencies sent directly to us. Okay, that makes a lot more sense, doesn't it? No, not really. But as you hear my voice, as I speak through my first two prophets, who I've chosen to release all the mysteries and kingdom secrets that I have sealed up until the very end, who's the second prophet? Is she talking about Chatty again? Is Teletubby coming back into the picture? 1-800-4-CHAD. Oh my God, girl, you're making me laugh. I'm so glad you can find the humor. I really am. So she goes, the next part of this is, okay, I lost my place a little bit laughing. So the first two prophets who I have chosen to release all the mysteries and kingdom secrets that I have sealed up until the very end, unsealing now as we start to enter into the physical battle. And the first thing in the physical battle to start and declare the end times is to show the supernatural as an introductory phase starts. Supernatural introductory phase. All right. Listen carefully now. We don't want to miss a word. All right. We don't want to miss a word. And she goes, and I am using them both, Mandy and G. Who is G? Mandy and G, my Adam and Eve, as my first two souls, giving many people my heavenly frequencies as they speak my words. And my people who are truly listening, they are receiving my frequencies with Mandy and G. Because when they make their videos behind the scenes or in front and center with the camera turned on, as they are speaking my words, because they are both in their glorious bodies, the frequencies of the supernatural is designed by me to unlock your frequencies so you can recognize the Father's voice in the heavens, and that will resonate inside the heavens as my true frequencies. Okay, now this frequencies thing is very strange. What do you mean frequency? Okay, y'all know that there is a sound that the earth makes, right? We don't hear it, but it's a constant sound that's always out there. They talk about this. Is this the frequency they're discussing? Are we supposed to be hearing that, but we don't? You know, I'm a little bit confused. Frequency. I don't know him. Listen, that's too funny. Thank you so much. Then she goes, I always say this name wrong, just bear with me. Yash, Hamash, I think it's Hamash, who comes in the flesh, bled and died on the cross, and rose on the third day, which is my voice speaking through them. And that's what resonates inside them, giving them God's power. Again, now they have God's power, just like Chad did. Remember, Chad appointed himself as a prophet, right? He had God's power. Just ask him. Remember, the calendar in Chad's religion, the calendar was basically you were light or dark, right? So it really wasn't a calendar, it was a color. So, or a hue. It was a hue, light or dark hue. It was a hue. Okay, in his world, it was a hue, light or dark. Okay. My God. So then she goes, let me get back to where I lost my place a little bit. As all of mine and the Father's frequencies are transferring inside them as they start changing, and as my frequencies through them will supernaturally resonate to the bride. Who is the bride? To unblock their frequencies as Mandy and G, they read my words, and as I speak through both of them while they are live and recording their videos. Is this not the biggest cult garbage you ever heard? She's telling us right here, listen, the only way you're going to get these frequencies is from my mouth, from God, through these videos on YouTube. You better be listening if you want to get that frequency. And all of this will happen because Mandy and G, as they are posting videos, are going live. Eventually, as they are speaking my frequencies, they will both be connected to the original flower grid in heaven. Okay. Connected to the 144,000. Here we go, right? Now we're back over here, and this is why she claims that she's Lori's duplicate. So apparently, if Lori is locked up in prison, somebody else needs to lead the 144,000. Since it's not going to be Lori and Chad, then it's going to be Mandy and G. Got it. Thank you very much for the word. Did not know that. Appreciate it. All right. Now, I got to get comfortable to read the rest of this. Okay. Now, let's see. Oh, my God. So, pouring out my frequencies, speaking from your true, I'm going to say this wrong, Yahweh, from heaven. So as I give them my words to speak with my power, as it is transferred inside them, bringing my power to them, as it is transferred inside my people, as they listen, it starts unblocking their frequencies. And all of this will happen with Mandy and G, as my 12 will also start changing into their glorious bodies. So this is the 12 women we were talking about earlier, right? Yeah, the 144,000 and Barry Morphew. Thank you, Sprinkle Donut. That's so funny. My God. I'm so glad you came to make me laugh. You and Elizabeth both. Y'all both make me laugh. All right. So then she says, we'll also start changing into their glorious bodies. Once I connect them with all of their soulmates, here we go, the twin flame thing. We're going into the twin flames now, connecting them to their soulmates. Oh my gosh. Okay. And while they wait for me, and you are all waiting for them to turn their cameras on to show my will for them to be in their glorious bodies, speaking all of my words to my people. You hear that? My power will pour out through them while I speak my words through them. And as they are speaking my words, it's going to generate inside your spirit. So you are going to feel my love and my peace from heaven supernaturally, and you will feel my presence within them. You have, what is it? You will feel it with all my people. What I will have in the spotlight shown speaking for me as my chosen prophets. This is Mandy and G he's talking about. She's talking about in the third person, okay, that God chose those two, all right? Just like God chose Lori and Chad. Ask them. They'll tell you all about it. So, oh my God. So they will have a spotlight shown speaking for me as my chosen prophets who are speaking my words while being in their glorious bodies, and whom they are speaking. You will feel my supernatural peace through them and feel the Holy Spirit very strong. The ones who truly have my spirit will, because the frequency, when they are speaking while being in their glorious bodies, it will resonate inside your heart, because my heart of flesh is inside you after you truly believe in my son, Jesus Christ, the Messiah, whatever, who finished it all the sin on the cross. So just wait, children. By the time you see their videos pop up with the first no cameras on, but then I will have G, my Adam, turn his camera on to tell his story. And then when he is finished, he brings up his Eve on her camera, which is Mandy. Okay. It's Adam and Eve couples to introduce their Eves to the camera. So the woman can complete the entire story after my Adam and all of my Adams speak. How many Adams are there? Right? How many? Recognizing all of my Adam and Eve partners are all stamped in the heavens because I am part of all of their stories. They are all ordained by me, and I am God speaking now, and God is in their story because I brought them all together. That is the twin flame thing again, all right? But before they speak a word or upload any videos, oh my God, they will be changing and transforming into, okay, so then we read that part. Now listen to this. And did she repeat herself? It looks like she kind of repeated herself. All right, hang on. Let me run through this right quick. So challenging for both of them. Okay, all right, here we go. Now, it's a new sentence. Here we go. And when they change, I will be transforming my energy into their glorious bodies to show all of you on camera. You see, Mandy and G, their story is different than the rest. Just like Chad and Lori, their story was different from the rest, right? Okay. Now, it's going to be about how they met in the flesh and how I made it challenging for both of them, never making it about lust, only the love of the Spirit. And that is because I use supernatural veils. There we go with that mess. They can see through the veil. They, oh my God. I just want to know if they have read Visions of Glory and that they're really referring back to Visions of Glory and some of Chad's other garbage books. And that she's writing all of this from those books. I got to wonder about that. Okay, now she goes, I'm saying she, but she's talking like it's God telling, like God's saying all of this. Okay, so I made it challenging for both of them, never making it about lust, only the love and Spirit. That is because I use supernatural veils and taking away the chemistry smell between y'all. And taking away the chemistry smell between them supernaturally. And they will explain all of the things that I have put them both through to cleanse their flesh and make it only be about falling in love in the Spirit and never succumbing to the lust of the flesh. Well, now, wait a minute. They just told us the baby is due 6/16. We had to have some kind of flesh and lust there, didn't we? What is he saying? What is he saying here? I swear to God, this sounds just like Chad and Lori garbage, but spoken a little differently, right? And when I tell them to press the record on their camera and I start speaking through them, something is going to jolt your spirit so you can recognize my voice and God's Spirit speaking through them and all of my chosen prophets, because they will all be in their glorious bodies, connecting to the 144,000, the original flower grid in heaven. So you are all going to receive these frequencies to have a chance to believe without seeing the supernatural. So you can unblock your frequencies and recognize the true Heavenly Father is speaking. But that is only if you listen to the videos. Do you hear this trash? Why is this allowed? Oh my, listen, YouTube, you need to clean house. Do you not see what's happening here? This is another Chad and Lori cult. All right? Very exactly. I wonder if they're having casting parties over here. Let's read on and see if they have casting parties. Wow. So you can unblock your frequencies and recognize the true Heavenly Father is speaking. But that is only if you listen to their videos. If you tune out and tune them out, you have just tuned out the frequencies from the Father to unblock the negative frequencies inside you. And that's what the hibiscus is. I'm sorry. It's kind of funny. Listen to this. Sprinkle donut. I'm sorry. Okay, let me pull myself together so I can actually say it. Okay, hang on. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. And that's what the hibiscus seeds are for. They are not only to promote healing based on your having the healing frequencies attached to the original flower grid in heaven, connected to the highest frequency of the Father. Okay, so we're going to get some hibiscus seeds. And are we buying them from Mandy and G? Is that what we're doing here? And that's how we're going to be connected because we bought the seeds and we tuned in to hear the frequency? Are the flowers going to be also hearing the frequency, feeling the frequency? God almighty, this is crazy, weird. Oh my gosh. Through intimacy with personal connections, through a personal relationship that is connected to the entire 144,000. But they also help to bring the true intimacy level with the Heavenly Father. So crushing hibiscus seeds and putting them in your herbal teas of your choice with ginger root, honey, and lemon is a heavenly blend. And that will bring back these true frequencies of the original flower grid in heaven to keep you connected to the Heavenly Father, helping you block the negative frequencies coming in from the devil and take the fake flower grid through the 5G towers. Stick around for part 10. What in the hell? I'm just, Okay, so now she just gave you a recipe to make this tea. Let me understand this. So if you drink this tea, you're going to feel the frequencies coming through her mouth as she is the scribe for God. And that's how you're going to get to be part of the 144,000. Sprinkled on, is that how you understand it? Is that what it sounds like to you? Because that's what it sounds like to me. Listen to this. Now, this is people making comments. A lot of them are spot on, pretty smart. So Golub Chris, as always, talk about disrespectful as well. This is such a terrible shame. It is a terrible shame. Oh, my God. Oh, the hibiscus seed should be crushed. Was that the part I missed? I'm so excited for all this to happen and to be able to hear the voice of the Father. Right. Okay. And I'm going to tell you what her reply was. Now, this is quite shocking. I get the small ones, so I chew them. But yes, you should crush them or chew them with your tea, depending on how you take them. Okay, she's asking everybody to ingest hibiscus seeds. Now, let me go look at something right quick. Let's look up and see, is there any danger to this? I don't know. Let's see. Hibiscus seeds. Oh, my Lord. Let's see what it says. Oh, my. All right. Hibiscus seeds. Let's see. It's a flower. Let's see. Well, let's see. It says what you got to plant these seeds, okay, to make them. You got to plant them at a certain time through March through September. Y'all go ahead. It's too late now, but next March we can actually start planting our seeds. So let's remember that. Don't y'all forget that. Now I'm going to go back over here. I've been on for an hour and a half. You know I don't sound very long, but I just wanted to talk about this crazy, ridiculous garbage that I'm seeing and hearing and wondering why, YouTube is not cleaning house over here. What in the world is this about? Why? Listen to this one. Okay, listen, guys. This is from 11/22. Repost as per Jesus, God's physical calendar, right? And now, who comes in the flesh? Okay, it sounds like exactly the same thing to show you all the things that I'm teaching, all of them behind the scenes. Okay, that's very cult-like. Again, another. And as I bring all of you my belt of truth while using all my people who are battle ready now because they have connected to the highest intimacy level frequency to each the Father because they have all completed the wineskin process. What is that? The wineskin process. We got to figure out what that is now. See, there's all the, I got to write all of this down and we're going to have to come back and talk about it again because this is, I guess I did not read this in the right order. All right. Now, okay, my bad, y'all, my bad. So I'm getting you all ready. I start bringing them forth now to show you all the heavenly mysteries of the heavenly realms while they all teach you all of my secrets. While I show you all of my kingdom secrets through using the supernatural that I had Daniel seal up until the very end. Okay, so it's a lot of this is the same rhetoric each time. But then it goes, so I have chosen them to teach you all what I have been personally teaching them in this group. So this is the Adam and Eve and the 12. Okay, remember that. You got to remember that. The house plans with my chosen group will come in a little bit later after I connect my soulmates back together. That's right. Your Father is stamping his call by his own frequencies, calling forth from the heavens before we all live together as in one group called, right? I will be inviting my soulmates back. And it says, I switch out the spirits and put in the duplicates. Here we go with the duplicate garbage again. And as this is happening, I will be starting the supernatural inside my group, changing them all into their glorious bodies, getting them all ready for the start of the physical battle so we can officially start the supernatural times, all known as my end times. Right? And as I start speaking about all the whereabouts from the original origin of where you all come from, through teaching my people and showing them, what is he calling on a BlackBerry and a pager? What? Yeah, you're right. Is he? I think he is sprinkled. Isn't this wild? I'm going to have to go back and read through all this, write down a lot of terms because when I first looked at this and I thought, oh Lord, here we go. Let's just see what she's spreading today. But what I didn't realize about this, I knew she'd made video after video after video. But what I didn't realize about this until I started reading this is that she has went back. So there's a number 1 through 10 so far. This is exactly like Chad Daybell and his damn letters from prison, which I'm waiting on letter number 10 to come out so we can discuss it. Now, I don't know if y'all ever noticed this or not, but Chad Daybell has never once mentioned Lori Vallow in any of this stuff he's sending out of prison. Why? What's going on there, right? Okay. So then it goes to not only teach all the world and all of the worlds, there's more than one, but show all of you my true personality and my true character, that the false father, that there's another father out there that's false, okay, who you all know is the devil, who has covered up my heavenly secrets from heaven. And now I'm going to use the prophets whom I have chosen for the end times to reteach you all of these new things, what you all have never been taught throughout all your churches, and because the devil has stamped the mockery of the Holy Spirit, keeping my people under the curse of the laws with a Christian label through the guilt and condemnation. I'm going to be bringing in more revelations through my 12. Okay, these are these 12 women that they talked about, to free my people from the condemnation and the guilt and the slavery of the law, attach the curse of the laws and my false wrath. I'm going to do all of this to free my people from their bondage of slavery, and it's going to be on my perfect timing. From all my chosen people who I've declared my chosen prophets in heaven to speak all the heavenly mysteries right now as we speak to all of my people, so I can help my people from the laws. Your true Father in heaven and his only begotten Son, all right, Jesus Christ, your true God in heaven, as my Father and I were created together as one in the heavens before I came into the flesh to die for all the mankind's sins. And all of this being spoken inside the heavenly courts, deemed and witnessed by the mothers of wisdom. Is that the 12? Is now that the 12? Elizabeth says, don't drink the hibiscus Kool-Aid. Exactly. Don't drink it. It might be poisoned. Oh my God. Is this the concoction used by the Jones guy over there in Jonestown when all those people drank the Kool-Aid and actually did pass away? Remember that? Yeah. Is this the concoction that they use with a little bit of cyanide poured into it? Okay. Oh my. So, who I have now on my behalf giving you all new kingdom revelations and my new mysteries. These chosen people will stand before you as they all come to my feet for me to declare them to you as all my new witnesses that I am bringing to you and before you, witnessing the supernatural, who are all going to speak to you about my heavenly mysteries and my kingdom secrets that I am now providing to all of them with the supernatural as I speak to all of them, sharing my heavenly secrets. As I give them all of my hidden mysteries throughout the heavens, I will be giving all of my people all of my mysteries to speak for me and on my behalf as the chosen prophets for my end time. See, it's a lot of the same, just replicated duplicate words, but okay, not duplicate words because she's just rewriting the same old crap. But I'm pretty sure she goes over to Grok or Copilot 365 and says, "Hey, can you rewrite this for me? Because I need to reuse this content, but I need it to sound different. Okay, I got to keep my people interested." So I'm thinking that's where all this has come from. Think about it. So here we go. Now listen to this. I told you the end times are about to be very supernatural. Revelations is coming to life as I use my chosen prophets first, my high-ranking elders, to get all of this started. But before I choose more, after my people, they have completed the wineskin process, they will all see the supernatural starting with my 12. Who you are going to see that the 12 represents the 12 birthright sections in the original kingdom. My 12 birth lines connected directly to the Heavenly Father. My Judah line representing the lion. Oh, Lord. I told you to inherit the heavens. You have to become like a child, and all of my group has to come to my feet and believe like a child before they know anything. The only thing they truly knew is that they were serving me because they all have believed without seeing. And now I'm giving you all the same chances to believe in my words and come to my feet, asking my truths before even bringing the supernatural. I have proven the supernatural to them many times over. So they have come to my feet like a child, believing like a child, before they truly saw anything. So they know without a doubt every single word that I'm speaking now and in the future, confirmed publicly with the 2 or more witnesses, will all come to pass, whether or not it sounds silly in the flesh or not. All right. I'm going to get off here. I've been on an hour and 40 minutes. But, the funny thing, I am going to come back to this because I want to get it all together first before I make a complaint to YouTube, because I am. This is absolutely dangerous. I just think it is. I think it's dangerous. I don't think that we need to be having people come on here and do this kind of stuff, because there are people who will literally believe that if they do all of these things that she's saying, that they're going to be part of that 144,000. Just like there was people who believed everything Chad Daybell said. Think about that. Did not even think about his own children. Think about this child they're going to have. His own children did not even defend their mother. Just pretended like she passed away in her sleep. Oh, well, he didn't help her pass away at all. That was all a lie. That they just made it all up. Anyway, I'm going to let y'all go for today. But, this damn thing. Okay, Sprinkle Donut. I was telling him when I first came on, my husband bought me this new curved monitor. It's pretty nice. They're supposed to be dual monitors. But what's happened is it's kind of like this extension thing. And I know that's how it works. But I'm losing my mouse. It's kind of going over to the other lap. Anyway, it's kind of a little bit difficult to work with. I got to get it. I need somebody to set it up for me. So anyway, I don't think I did it right. So that's why my little mouse has been jumping all over the place. No, I'm not sleeping like the other people do on YouTube. We all hear about that too. Oh my God. And what about the drama over here on YouTube? Think about that mess. Maybe those people, that's it. I just figured it out. Those people need to be over here reading 1 through 10 so that they understand why this drama is happening and is part of the supernatural and the frequencies. Anyway, with all that said, I'm going to tell y'all goodbye. I'll talk to you later. Sprinkle Donut, I'll be talking to you a little bit so we can talk about our project. You all have a wonderful day. Thank you for coming by. I know this is not for everybody. I know some people are not interested in it. It's okay. Thank you, Elizabeth. But it is important to think about and look at what this can possibly do, how much harm it can do to people who don't know any better. Love you too, Sprinkle. Love you too, Elizabeth. Thank you for coming. I always appreciate you. You know I do. Anyway, I'm going to say this. Be careful out there. Have a great day. Hug your babies. Talk to you guys later. Bye. God almighty.